Hey man, what's going on? You know, we doing a lot more live streams, over 500. I appreciate everybody, that comes through and supports the channel. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, all those things. But today, man, I'm gonna do like I guess like a little response video, because very very popular female black YouTuber is off of her hiatus. We'll just say that. And of course, she's coming back with a vengeance and had an impact and puts out a lot of content pushing a certain narrative and agenda. She's sticking to her brand, which is to be respected and understood. But I'm starting to see a lot of people, do response videos and things. All right, so why not put my name in the hat? All right. The thing is, though, I I was planning on doing this video in response to Amanda Seals, but the whole thing, what I'm learning in this YouTube space is you either got to be first or you got to wait for stuff to die down and then really give true assessment of it. Not just the shock value, and that's what's doing, but then it's like you're clout chasing. It's like you're just hopping on the bandwagon. But if you either get it first, like I was one of the first people to put the Popeyes thing out, and I left it at that. I hopped on panels and talked about it after that, but or you let it cool down and you speak on it. A couple weeks back, Amanda Seals pretty much had this comment or whatever. She was telling black women you need to wait on black men and these type things, and don't try this divestment stuff and all these things. And the sad truth and matter is, like, what women do is they speak in code, while holding to the code. What Amanda Seals really did and tried to tell black women was like, look, bitch, the only niggas that want you for real are black men. So you bitches out here talking about divest and we gonna go for the white man and all this other shit. You playing yourself. You're playing yourself. Those men don't want you. All right? Not to marry, not to create a family with, none of that shit. They will motherfucking skeet in your mouth and between your legs. But as far as marrying you and creating a legacy with you, it's never going to happen. That's what that's in her telling you that in the nice way. That's what the man version. I just gave you the man version of what fucking Amanda Seals told these females. And of course there was instant backlash and why don't you DEFCON 5, because again, these black women, they understood the code. They understand the language. They know what she's saying. But because it was so fucking that shit is a fucking mind blowing, bro. The harsh, honest, brutal truth, even within the code, couched in the niceties, you know what I'm saying, of her saying it, sent the fucking shockwave through black females because it gave them pretty much that mirror in front of their face as to where they're faced with the ultimate thing that they just do not want to do, and that's submit to the power of the black man. Submit to the power of your own man, okay? Because no matter what, all right, no matter how much any race of people dates out, nobody dates out or marries out more than they stick to themselves. I'll say this again, all right? I don't give a damn how many numbers you show me, all right? You're never going to find a race of people that is dating out or marrying out at a 51% rate, okay, versus being within intra-racial, staying within their own race. Never going to happen, all right? All right. So with that being said, and we get into the realities of it, and we look at this from just a logical and factual perspective. Now let's get into these talking points. All right. This individual, the YouTuber, made a video, in reference to a Dr. Cheryl Judice, and she labeled the video "Black Women Should Date White Men." All right, and the Cheryl Judice doctor, she's made a book in, let's see, 2008 called "Interracial Marriage Between Black Men and White Men." Black women and white men in 2008, and she followed it up last year with So listen now, check this out. 2008 was interracial marriages between black women and white men. All right. 2018, interracial relationships between black women and white men. Did you see what she did there? Again, man, even in these positions of where these women are pandering to their base, which is the black woman, because you can never tell black women the truth. All right, they just does something to them. She's telling you the truth. She did a book in 2008 about black women marrying white men. Come 2018, 10 years later, she has to reduce that to relationships, because you know why? Even back then, there were fucking not enough fucking black marriages for her to sustain it. The point, 10 years later, especially in this climate of where this red pill and this whole moving away from marriage concept is going. You guys don't talking about getting married, especially to a white man. Now, your chances have been cut down by at least by triple, if not quintuple. All right, no man is getting married. Men are sick and tired of fucking marriage. If you're not already in the game, every man is looking at the fucking shit and seeing, hey, this is the deal, or so on and so forth. It's better off for me to just go ahead and fucking get a relationship with a chick, so on and so forth. We have a kid. If the shit don't work out, at least then I gotta pay child support, and that's it. Child support, I don't lose half my shit. I just have to pay child support, whatever they say I have to pay. But in a marriage, I owe half my shit to this bitch if shit don't work out. All right? In a marriage, if shit don't work out, this bitch gets half of my shit. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna get married no more. I'm just gonna go out here. We'll be in a relationship. We'll be boyfriend and girlfriend. We'll be fucking spiritual wife and husband or whatever the hell. And like I said, if shit don't go out, we move on our separate ways. I keep all my shit, minus fucking child support. And child support is only 18 years versus fucking you losing your shit is for life. All right. So, not only are you weren't getting married before to white men. Now it's even less of a chance, because men in general are saying fuck marriage. It's a bad deal. We're not doing it. Okay? So, I'm going to play some audio from that page. To show what we're talking about here. If I can pull it up. Shit, where is it at? Let's see. Nope, don't want to do that. Nope. Oh man. Let me see. Where's it at? There we go.
What do tennis stars Serena Williams, Senator Kamala Harris, and businesswoman Melanie Hobson all have in common? They're all married to white men, but black women are the least likely group of women to marry, especially outside of their own race. A professor at Northwestern University.
All right, hold right there. What did they just do? They just told you the truth, right? They just told you the truth. There's numbers, there's data. This isn't just fucking anecdotal, but if you even look and see it anecdotally, that no one's marrying you. All right? You're the least likely to be married of all women in demographic in the United States. Okay? That's just what it is. So that's never going to flip to where you guys are on par with the white woman, or even the Hispanic woman, the Asian woman, all this other shit. All right, let's continue.
explores these relationships in a new book called Interracial Relationships Between Black Women and White Men. And joining us now is the author, Cheryl Judice, who's also a sociologist and adjunct faculty member in Northwestern University's School of Education and Public Policy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So why did you want to write this book?
I want to write this book, Brandis, because I know of so many women, Black women, who never had a romantic personal relationship. And I've always felt very bad about that and sorry about that. And the reason for that, primarily, it's because they limited their search to African-American men. They never thought that any other men would be attracted to or by them. So they remained single.
You call this all...
Another lie. Listen. Men, what do we know? What do we know, men? The first person to let a woman know or tell a woman or let a woman understand that she's actually attractive is who? A man. Not just a man, multiple men, because multiple men are pursuing her. My wife tells a story of how she was, as a kid, she has freckles. And all the little girls will tell her how you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly. You got those spots in your face, all this and all this and what so on and so forth. And, you know, for the, up until like middle school age, she hated freckles. She hated them. Couldn't stand them. She was talking about getting surgeries done, all that type shit and things. See if you could, you know, she just hated her freckles because all the girls made her feel so insecure about her freckles. But lo and behold, came motherfucking freshman year of high school. Every nigga was on her ass. She said she had a distant cousin, some creepy ass distant cousin was like, hey, what's going on? What's good? Then she learned from who? Men or males, because of the fucking attention that she was getting, that all along, your freckles weren't ugly. At the very least, they made you unique and they made you stand out. And these chicks, most of them were dark, knew that. But since she wasn't up on game and she didn't understand it, she just took it as the opinion of the mob. But the mob already saw in her what they knew the other men would see once they became of age. Boys, you know what I'm saying, are cool with girls. You may like girls and so on and so forth, but the game completely changed once puberty and those hormones hit. Yeah, puppy love shit, I like you, you're pretty, is one thing. But bitch, I want to fuck. I want some of that pussy. It's totally different. That shit is like on roids. So once we hit after the post-puberty, every nigga is on her ass. And all these bitches is like, damn it. Shit. They finally fucking read this. It finally hit. It finally happened. Damn, now we can't stop this bitch. And then she went on to shit on them same bitches that called her ugly and all this other. Hey, which is her right. Because again, she didn't know any better. But the fact of the matter is this. It's not that you guys are limited and you don't think that you can get somebody else and all this other shit. Again, man, and I'm not saying this. I'm really not saying this out of, it seems like I am, but I'm just the guy that's telling you the truth. They don't want you. If you fine as fuck, no matter regardless of the man, the race, the whatever, the whatever. If you are have a certain level of attractiveness, men are going to pursue you. Point blank period. Not it's point blank period, bro. Okay? So this ideology that somehow, it's just, it's you guys, it's us holding ourselves back and thinking that we can't date any other men. No, that's not the truth. If any other men wanted you, they would come to you. Women don't seek out men. Men seek out women. And if you fucking walk by, let a fine girl walk in the room. It's just, every man's going to fucking turn his head. Point blank period. All right? Let's move on.
You call this also a numbers issue. Why do you say that?
It's a numbers issue. There are far more black men than there are black women. And this starts at age 16. The same thing doesn't happen for whites to age 32. So for a black woman to limit her dating options to African-American men by themselves, she has a very good likelihood of remaining single.
That there, I don't know what she was saying. Because they have another thing. I'm gonna put the link in the description to where they made it more clear. I don't think it's the same. It's the same interview, but that's not true. We know there are more black women than there are black men. Always has been, and that's just from. That's not even counting the whole incarceration and all that other shit. But there are more black women than black men. So again, if there's so many of you, and there are plenty of you left over, that means that you guys should definitely have higher numbers in other races because there's not enough of your own men to go around. So those men aren't even in competition for you, and you're able to command the market in who's pursuing you, or so on and so forth, have control, and you guys will have higher interracial dating rates and marriage rates. But of course, again, you don't, because those men don't want you. They just don't. Let's move on.
What's happening to cause that gap at such a young age, at 16, for black women?
Well, right, it begins with some of the things that happen to young black men. They have higher mortality rates than other groups of men, incarceration rates, things along that line that make it likely that there are far fewer of them.
You document some of the reasons why black women don't date outside of the race. What are some of the sociological reasons?
But based on the social, historical problems that this country has had, the historical relationships between some black men, black women and white men, that's primarily what it is. It's long entrenched, something that's going to be very difficult to change.
You also talk about self-esteem, and you write a little bit about black women being so-called less desirable. What is that?
Well, what it means is that really in this country, Western society values white women. They are at the top of the pinnacle in terms of beauty.
Another lie. Another lie. White women are not at the fucking top of beauty in Western society. They're not. White women just happen to be the majority of women in the United States. Because if you go south of North America, you have what? And pound for pound, any and every man is going to find the South American women, Latina women, which includes what? Afro-Latina women, Brazilians and things like that. Those women are said to be the most attractive women on the planet by many races of men. So this whole notion that white women are the standard of beauty in the Western society is a myth. It is a lie. It's a falsity. They just happen to be the majority in the fucking most powerful fucking nation in the world. But by any means, don't fucking think that, oh, just because you white is right. No, nobody's fucking with that, bro. You got a badass Brazilian chick standing next to a fucking badass white chick. I guarantee you more people are going to pick the badass Brazilian chick than a white chick. She seemed to be more exotic. She seemed to have more culture, more flavor, more everything else. More sex appeal, more sexuality. All those things. That's just something that's the truth of the matter. But again, black women get to use this fucking narrative to make an excuse for them not being wanted. They get to use this narrative and put together these lies to make up excuses as to why they're not being selected. And a big part of it is not even your attractiveness or things like this. It's your demeanor and your behavior and the way you react to your own men. All right? If a man fucking sees that, like, hey, man, these niggas here can't even control these bitches, bro. I don't want to do that, bitch. I might I'll fuck her. But as far as take on and try to build some of this bitch, hell, nah, fuck that shit. Why the hell I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna do all that extra work when I can get a bitch that's better than her, make more money than her, all these other things, and you know what I'm saying, keep my bloodline the same. That's another big thing too that you guys don't talk about. White folks, man, they're big. They're taught way more than black people to not fuck up that bloodline, bro. Right? Once you go black, you can't you don't go back. I heard this from a white boy's mouth. He's like, hey, once you go black, you can't come back, especially as a white woman. We find out you've been fucking off over there with Tyrone and Roderick and them shit, and Daquan, you gone. Especially if you got a mixed kid, if you got a mixed baby, she can never come back. She's done. She's banished. She's to the wilderness. She can get her motherfucking asymmetrical haircuts. You know what I'm saying? Get them fucking long side, short side haircuts. You know, one of the fucking black man identified. I only fuck black dudes identifiers and go on about her life. Be happy. White dudes don't want her back. They won't let her back in. So move on.
So a black woman is not going to meet the same standards of beauty for as a white woman, because for the most part, black women aren't blonde and blue-eyed, or even very thin, and that tends to be the standard.
Or what? Even very thin. Now that right there, again, she's giving you the keys. She's telling you everything that's affecting you on the low in a nice way. It's like, hey, you bitches need to get in the gym. Mind you, I'm not even a guy that think I don't mind a fucking thicker female. All right, thicker BBWs. That's me all day. I'm 6'5" nigga, big ass nigga, so on and so forth. So you're not gonna be bigger than me. All right, and as long as them breasts and that ass stick out farther than that stomach, I can work with you. We can get on the gym program. We can go forward and so on and so forth and all that good shit. And you know what I'm saying? You can work weight off. You just can't work off ugly. All right. Let's continue.
That is most revered.
So why focus then specifically on the relationships between black women and white men as opposed to black women and any other race?
Because traditionally, black women with white men is the least common relationship. So I was curious.
Oh, black women with white men is the least common relationship. And that brings us full circle back to what even today, just a couple weeks ago, Amanda Seales tried to tell you bitches. Look, these white niggas ain't checking for y'all like that. They never have. They never will. They will fuck you and forget you. They are not going to wife you. She just told you this. So again, what does that do? That sends a shock to the fucking psyche of the black woman, because it's telling them that, hey, look, these niggas are the only one that wants us, but this be looking like Miss Sophia. Eyes not gonna do it. Eyes can't do it. Submit to that motherfucking black man. Black men aren't having these issues, these problems. Because again, the YouTuber goes on to say how, you know, black men are sexually desired, but they aren't desired for mating. They're desired for mating, but they aren't desired for relationships, which is true. But you know what though? At least we're desired for that. And you even have to admit too, and that when it comes to fucking sexual fucking hierarchy, fucking black man's at the top of the fucking list. Look at porn. It's a reason why interracial porn is the most popular interracial porn is what? Black men on white women. The whole cuckold part of it, that's became a genre of porn, is what? A black man with a white woman and some white man having to sit back and watch it. And what's the most popular media in the world? Hands down, nothing even comes close. Porn. Every demographic, every race, everything of every spectrum watches porn. Nothing else comes even closer. So you tell me the most popular fucking thing of porn is something where the black man is the sexual fucking catalyst in the whole thing. What do you mean? What are you saying to me right now? There's no fucking black male version of ghetto gaggers or shit like that, of where he's being dominated and he's being humiliated by the other race involved. Some white woman just doing all kinds of despicable and demeaning shit to him. No, he's the person in control. He's the person controlling the situation, dominating her. And sex is a very, very, very powerful dynamic in any relationship. So at the very least, like you said, sex could open you up to an actual relationship. That makes a chance. But even if motherfuckers don't even want to fuck you, they don't even want to put the dick in you, like you have no chance, because no man is looking for a platonic relationship. But again, I'm the bad guy here. And I will be the bad guy for you guys, because again, I need you to understand this. Until you guys stop trying to beat your head against that wall and get through it, this motherfucking adamantium, vibranium wall, with your fucking regular human, non-superpowered fucking bone skull, you're never going to get forward. You're always going to come up short. You're always going to be disappointed, and you're going to forever cause this fucking cycle we're having where we're not getting anywhere. You have to keep having these fucking conversations because you bitches are lying to yourselves. When you know the truth, you see it around you, and you're trying to force something that's never going to happen. These white men are never going to want you. They're never going to marry you. All right? This is the ugly truth. All right? That's like a fucking man at some point realizing and understanding like, hey, bro, I'm never going to make it to the league. Let me go ahead and get this either degree together, get this fucking trade, and go ahead and get this 9 to 5, man. Start working and move on with my life. I can't chase that ball. That ball's never gonna pay me off. Okay? It's the same thing. Men do it every day. Men do it on a daily. Women don't have to do this because people like to keep women, comfortable. You're very, very fragile creatures. You're very, very tender emotionally and mentally. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't like telling you guys the truth, but again, it's hurting you because the black woman somehow believes that, ooh, everybody, no, ma'am, nobody wants you but us. Nobody wants you but us. 82%. I've shown the numbers. I'll put that in the description too. 82% of men have no interest, not even sexually. Listen to me. That's the key here. Not even sexually. They don't even want to stick their dick in you. That's a basic primal fucking thing, interaction between a man and a woman. A woman that a man does not want to fucking have sex with, that woman is nothing to him. She's non-existent. That woman will never have any power, any say, anything, any fucking moment of value to that man. He doesn't. She's like another nigga to him. And that's the best thing. That's how dudes like work experience. You want to work with a woman that's the attractive chick coming in the job, fucks everything up. You don't have a fucking job where it's nothing but fucking dudes. Watch a fucking fine bitch start working there and everything changes. Fucks up everything. Because what? Motherfuckers want to get their dick wet. It's just something, it's a primal fucking cue, a subconscious cue that men can't click off. Men see attractive woman, they want to fuck. But if they don't want to fuck, what is that telling you? That means they're not attracted to you. And again, this is why we kept having this conversation, man. This YouTuber's out here lying to you guys and telling you that, oh, these men are there. No, look, man, we're really not. We're just being honest, and the truth is ugly. The truth is ugly a lot of the times, man. The truth is ugly, and nobody wants to hear it, but it's the truth. And the part of fixing the issue and the problem is fixing it, is accepting the truth, and then moving forward from that. But you guys can't do that because why? All right, y'all talk about this. Oh, the black man is infatuated with white woman. No, again, that's just the numbers. They're the most fucking. It's like 6-1 with black people in general, and then it's half the black men, less than half the black men that are black women. So that ups the numbers to even higher than that. So how many white women is to a black man? And then, like I said, you can look at the shit and see that these white women actually want the fucking black man. That's another thing too that's myth that, oh, nobody wants to marry you. Nobody, they want a sexual relationship and physical. They want to have sex, but they don't want to build. Well, that why would it explain it? Like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the description for the other video. Where the woman said at one point in time, black men were marrying interracially at 4 times the rate. 4 times the rate, man. And now it's fucking dropped down to like 2.5. And the only reason it dropped down to 2.5 is why? Because men are done with marriage. You guys still aren't getting this. Niggas not getting married no more. That marriage shit is old. That shit is dead, bruh. It's dead. It's dead. The only reason that the numbers has dropped because black men have refused to fucking get it. Over time, they seen what it is and like, man, fuck this marriage shit. I'm not getting married no more. Because marriage is a bad deal. So look, man, this thing done went like 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna cut this one right here. I appreciate y'all for watching this, man. If you watch it and all this thing, shit, fuck it. I'm going to set this up as a premiere so I can talk to y'all on this shit. It's on and so forth because it's so long. Otherwise, y'all be like, this nigga crazy and lost his mind. But for a 30-minute video, But yeah, man. That's that on that for right now. And I shall catch you on the next one, man.